When a fire broke out at a residence in Mesa, Arizona, these nearby residents sprang into action. The included video captures these courageous individuals rushing to the front door of the homeowners to provide a warning. Patiently, they await a response. Eventually, a response comes through the Ring doorbell.
Can I help you? The house is on fire! Your house is almost on fire! Okay, thank you.
One of the homeowners manages to escort one of her children to safety and re-enters the house for another.
I've been telling you that!
Can you help me?
Yeah, come on.
Can you help me?
Come on.
Let me help
Come on.
you.
Come on.
Following the successful evacuation of the child to a secure location, one of the neighbors hurries back to offer further assistance.
Can you help me with that?
Although he returns, it becomes apparent that the residence has already been evacuated.
Need more help?
Unfortunately, the fire engulfs the entire house before the firefighters can intervene. However, due to the compassionate intervention of their concerned neighbors, the family manages to escape the house unharmed. The incident epitomizes the ideal neighbor, in my opinion. What would be your reaction if you were to hear a truly terrifying scream pierce the silence of the night? The YouTube channel KCal News has shared a video originally obtained from Ring, depicting a disturbing scene. In the video, a woman's desperate cries for help reverberate while her bewildered neighbor stands on her doorstep, left to wonder about the unfolding situation. Abruptly, a white hatchback speeds away, carrying the distressed woman along. The video's description indicates that law enforcement sought additional Ring doorbell footage to potentially identify the perpetrator responsible. At the time of reporting, the authorities remained uncertain whether this incident stemmed from a domestic violence dispute or another ominous circumstance. Witnesses recounted that the woman's struggle appeared to be a fight for her very life, as the driver of the vehicle appeared unwilling to let her escape. Regrettably, there are no updates available about this particular footage, leaving us in the dark about whether the offender was apprehended. The haunting echoes of the victim's screams linger, serving as a stark reminder of the chilling event. One can only hope that her well-being remained intact amidst the distressing ordeal. Picture yourself awakening to this visage. The YouTube channel Scary Moments presents a chilling doorbell video that continues to linger in my dreams. Although I remain uncertain about its authenticity, if it does happen to be genuine, I'm utterly baffled regarding its interpretation. All I can affirm is that I'm certainly approaching every doorbell camera I encounter, intending to convey the same enigmatic aura. What's more alarming than an unfamiliar person at your doorstep? An unfamiliar individual wielding a blade. The YouTube channel Creepy Chronicles presents a video capturing an incident where an armed stranger is featured. Take a close look. In her hand, she holds a blade. The woman appears disoriented, her mental state seemingly compromised. She remains stationary, swaying unsteadily, and even displays confusion about why she's holding the blade. It's doubtful she even attempts to ring the doorbell. It's my presumption that this woman could be grappling with dementia or under the influence of substances. Despite her blade holding, I doubt she has malicious intentions. Nevertheless, it's evident she requires assistance. Irrespective of this, as her intentions are uncertain, it would be prudent to involve emergency services and ensure your door is securely locked. This canine is on the verge of becoming trapped between an obstacle and a challenging situation. Fortunately, a savior is present. The tethered young dog leaves the elevator on an incorrect floor and misses the chance to rejoin before the doors close, and the elevator resumes its journey. Luckily, the police officer whom the dog had followed out is present to intervene. This alarming incident could have potentially resulted in the loss of the dog's life. If the officer hadn't reacted swiftly, his prompt response undeniably preserved the life of this dog. When your adjacent neighbor presses your doorbell, an unexpected confrontation is not what you anticipate. A video shared by YouTuber Domzilla left me undecided.
Hi, how you doing? I was wondering if you had a chance to talk about those cameras in the back, by the pool.
Who are you?
I'm your neighbor.
Okay.
I was wondering if we could discuss those cameras that are pointing towards our house.
The gentleman asserts that the homeowner shouldn't have cameras directed towards his backyard, even though the homeowner is solely surveilling their private swimming pool. According to the homeowner, she did contact the police, who informed her that there are no regulations against having security cameras around one's property.
Me with your problem.
No, I'm coming because the cameras are pointing to my house, but I have young kids.
You know what?
Why don't you have them on the other side pointing towards your house?
You have a lot of nerve coming here and tell me how to mount my cameras.
Yes, because they're pointing. I don't feel safe.
In a subsequent moment, the woman's partner appears at the doorbell, attempting to intercede, but neither of them seem to register his presence.
First of all, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I do know,
No,
man.
you don't.
The cameras.
Hello? Hey, Hello?
One's pointing up
hello?
and one's pointing down.
Hello? Hello?
Sorry. We're not.
Do you find the man's appeal rational? Who do you think escalated this scenario into a confrontational state? Personally, I believe the homeowner has the right to install the CCTV if they choose. Nonetheless, disagreements between neighbors are never enjoyable, and I sincerely hope this one can eventually be resolved amicably. An unfamiliar individual comes up to your doorstep and requests $50. Assuming they mean $50, how would you respond?
Hey man, big dog, I need you, big dog, boy, look here. Boy, I need you bad, man. I need about 50, man.
YouTuber Doorbell Spy has posted a perplexing video showcasing this unusual appeal.
I've been out here, waiting to see what I come up with. I said, let me go cheap out.
Did anyone manage to comprehend the situation? The homeowner communicates with the man via his Ring doorbell. The stranger attempts to reassure him that there's still time, but the homeowner remains unmoved.
Yo, you don't do that for me, big dog. I need about 50. Man, it's too late, man, in the night, man. Man, when you off this, it ain't never too late.
The uninvited guest is clearly under the influence of something, making this an excellent public service announcement against experimenting with whatever substance he's taken. Is this individual, along with their child, potentially facing stalking behavior? YouTuber Rubicon Master has shared a disturbing video clip expressing the hope that it might be a mere prank. In the video, an adult and a child are seen walking down a nighttime sidewalk. They are followed by a car that is moving slowly behind them. As the pair reaches a truck parked by the roadside, they suddenly crouch down, appearing to seek cover from the unfamiliar vehicle. The car eventually comes to a halt. Regrettably, the uploader informs that their Ring camera recording concludes at this point. While the uploader suggests the possibility of a prank, I find the situation rather dubious. After watching this video, you might consider investing in a fortified door. The clip was posted by the YouTube channel Doorbell News, showcasing Ring doorbell footage recorded in Carson City, Nevada. In the video, two individuals managed to forcefully kick down the door. However, what's unexpected is that they simply walk away afterward. The confusion expressed by the viewers in the comments mirrors that of the homeowners, though some have put forth theories. Were I in their position, I would undoubtedly enhance the door's strength and bolster overall security measures. It seems this incident could mark only the start of potential security concerns. A woman stands before her front door, unaware of the watchful eyes upon her. YouTuber Unease Road uploads a chilling video depicting a harrowing home intrusion where an armed individual is captured in the act. The woman's distraction renders her oblivious to the man rapidly closing in behind her. With a swift grab of the door, the intruder's accomplice becomes visible at a distance. The individuals execute their intentions with haste before swiftly vanishing from the scene. The extent of their gains, if any, remains uncertain. Regrettably, this incident is bound to leave the woman deeply shaken. The psychological aftermath could be potentially severe, possibly resulting in post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. This individual seems to be seeking retribution for a certain reason. Circulated on TikTok, This footage captures an incendiary figure setting fire to the front porch of a homeowner. The perpetrator is observable as they pour gasoline over the area before igniting it. The motivation behind this act remains uncertain. Upon my investigation, I discovered that this arson incident transpired in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, approximately at 4 a.m. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries, although 2 residences and a vehicle incurred damage. Regrettably, I was unable to obtain additional information regarding the apprehension of the arsonist. Upon realizing that his cell phone was missing one morning, the homeowner experienced an intense wave of fear upon reviewing his security camera footage. The video shared by YouTuber Max Vigilance shows a disconcerting sequence of events. The exterior cameras capture the presence of an unfamiliar man on the homeowner's premises. Eventually, the intruder gained access through an unlocked back door. Disturbingly, the footage reveals the man crawled into the homeowner's bedroom with a blade clenched in his teeth. Remarkably, the homeowner remained sound asleep just a few feet away, completely unaware of the unsettling incident unfolding in close proximity. Fortunately, the thief departed with solely the cell phone. Yet it's undeniable that he also stole the homeowner's sense of security and tranquility. Stay vigilant of your surroundings, as you never know who might be observing. GG Scary Videos and WDSU's Channel 6 have shared a chilling video sourced from Luis Barrera. In the video, a woman arrives home and smoothly unlocks her front door. Afterward, she heads back to her vehicle to assist her daughter inside. However, an unsettling turn of events unfolds as she realizes she's being tailed. Initially, the stranger tests the doorknob, then resorts to a knock, patiently waiting on the doorstep. Met with silence, he lingers outside briefly before eventually crossing the street. Overwhelmed by panic, the woman contacts the police, who search the vicinity only to find that the man had vanished without a trace. This video stands as a stark reminder such incidents could befall anyone. Take heed and ensure you're not the next in line. This individual is best avoided on your premises after dark. TikTok user Jackie Meiji has shared a video showcasing an unidentified person engaging in erratic behavior right at their doorstep. The person's intended audience remains unclear, yet their state of mind is not. This becomes particularly evident when observing the person's actions. After a brief appearance, they dash away, the sounds of their activities continuing off camera. Subsequently, they reappear donning a hat and cape. With determination, they abscond with a tarp. At this juncture, the home's occupants resort to a rhythmic knocking on the door, seemingly attempting to capture the individual's attention or deter them. Many comments speculate that the person may be under the influence, a sentiment that I find myself concurring with. The individual does exude an air of instability, and it is this unpredictability that imbues the situation with an unsettling sense of unease. The burglary suspects are employing a different approach this time around. In an effort to aid in the identification of these individuals, the YouTube channel Fox 59 News shared ring footage capturing a burglary incident. In the video, 2 masked men can be seen approaching a door and engaging with it. Notably, one of the men's sleeves is pulled over his hand as he opens the door, presumably to avoid leaving fingerprints behind. It appears that their intention might involve adjusting the door to remain open for an easier entry and exit, although their specific motives remain unclear. Unfortunately, there is no additional information provided regarding this footage. However, their actions seem suspicious and potentially illicit. This unfamiliar individual seems to be depriving others of their happiness. YouTuber Sneaky Joy has posted a video showcasing an incident involving an individual attempting to steal mail in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Once the culprit realizes that there is nothing valuable to take, they scatter the mail around like confetti and walk away nonchalantly. One might wonder, were they anticipating a check from Publishers Clearinghouse? Nowadays, monetary items of significant worth rarely arrive in the mail, making this behavior even more peculiar than the typical porch pirates that we encounter. This spectral entity is on the verge of giving us an eerie experience. YouTuber D's Dark Adventures presents this video submitted by a viewer residing in Indiana. Within the footage, a wagon handle eerily elongates, yet perplexingly, no one is within view. Amidst the pitch-black surroundings, the wagon initiates an autonomous movement. Numerous commenters express their astonishment. The enigma surrounding this occurrence is compelling and warrants attention. Were I in their shoes, I'd consider attaching a tracker to that wagon. This entity appears to be non-humanoid. The content creator known as The Spooky Cats on YouTube presents a piece of footage from a Ring camera, recorded during the obscurity of the night. Evidently, there is a strong desire from something to gain entry. However, I am skeptical that the individual residing in the home desires the entity's presence. The auditory resemblance to Golem from The Lord of the Rings is striking. Personally, I would not adhere to the suggestion presented in the video. My inclination leads towards leaving whatever this entity is out in the frigid elements. Has the audio of this doorbell been compromised by an unauthorized individual? Alternatively, could there be a more ominous explanation behind this occurrence? YouTuber John Doy has posted unsettling footage captured by a Ring doorbell. Take a listen. It appears that a hoarse male voice can be discerned uttering the word die. Subsequent sounds ensue, yet they lack coherence. There's a faint resemblance to the audio being submerged underwater. However, the most unsettling aspect is as follows. Could this potentially be interpreted as a communication from the infernal depths? My suspicion is that there is a sinister and malevolent force at play in this situation. A youngster approaches the doorbell camera of a homeowner with the device in hand. Subsequently, they activate the doorbell and swiftly depart. The Reddit user u/federalpair544 shares this recorded footage, seeking insights from the Reddit community regarding the possible explanation. Personally, I'm uncertain about the purpose behind this action. Are you also unsure? Within the Reddit comment section, various theories emerge. Some speculate that the device employs a flipper zero, suggesting an attempt to breach the alarm system. Regardless of the exact intention, this occurrence is disconcerting. As a resident in that location, I would certainly treat this incident with the utmost seriousness. Is this individual evading someone? TikToker JackieBird02 has shared this video captured on her Ring doorbell camera at 5 a.m. while she was asleep. The footage seems to depict a woman crouched on the doorstep, cautiously peering around the corner. After a brief moment, a car can be seen passing by slowly. Could she also be concealing herself from the driver? Some speculate that the person might be dressed in a hospital gown, leading many to propose the idea of an escapee from a medical facility. Alternatively, could it be a whimsical garden gnome? Were I the homeowner, delving into this enigma would be necessary, if only to put my mind at ease. This individual clearly refuses to accept a rejection. The YouTube channel Creepy Chronicles presents a video featuring a highly assertive man forcefully pounding on a front door. With no response, he proceeds to remove something from the door, although the nature of the object is unclear. Is this an individual with malicious intent attempting to break in, or simply an exceedingly bothersome neighbor? Regrettably, I lack additional context, making it challenging to ascertain. Nonetheless, if you ever find yourself in such a situation, it's advisable not to engage with the door. Is this a tangible human presence or a spectral illusion? YouTuber Ventures with Joe has shared a video in which a partially transparent figure is captured by a relative's Ring camera. Pay close attention to the figure's appearance. Upon careful observation, you can notice the reflective post shining through the figure. What's perplexing is that these posts are situated on the opposite side of the sidewalk, implying that the figure is passing in front of them. Why are the posts visible through the figure? Could this be some sort of unusual camera glitch? Or is the figure's nature not as it appears? It's my belief that we might be encountering a genuine instance of a shadow person. This individual is making an attempt to intrude, seemingly deriving amusement from the endeavor. Shared by TikTok user JackZX20, I am intrigued by the possible backstory of this stranger. Regrettably, all we are presented with is this brief clip.
Alert on my deer. Oh, man.
Following this unsuccessful door opening efforts, the man momentarily withdraws, only to re-engage by scrutinizing his own hand. Subsequently, he makes another attempt, but promptly takes another pause. Upon his return, his focus shifts to the Ring doorbell camera. Nevertheless, he abandons this effort as well. Speculations vary, with some assuming his altered state, while others propose the notion of mental distress. Without making definitive judgments, it would be prudent to explore ways to provide assistance to this individual, irrespective of the underlying cause. TikTok user Sania Sweetie posts a video capturing a concerning encounter with a stalker in Boston. The individual's proximity is unnerving. Initially, it appears he is simply walking past, but he changes direction and approaches again. Evidently, he was persistently staying nearby, possibly with the intention of getting too close. Had Sania Sweetie been just a second later, he could have succeeded. One reflection arising from this video is that the stalker now possesses knowledge of her location. Hopefully, the presence of a Ring doorbell camera deters him from revisiting due to the fear that it might instill. This is quite puzzling. TikTok Dark Crime TV has shared a perplexing video that has left everyone baffled. In the video, 3 individuals wearing hoods rush up to a person's doorstep. The door is illuminated, giving the impression that someone is present inside. The trio's actions suggest they might be kicking or striking the door, yet the exact situation remains unclear. Suddenly, a chilling scream erupts from within the house, causing the hooded figures to flee in haste. The comment section is filled with confusion, mirroring my own feelings. Fortunately, TikTok users have put forth various theories. It seems plausible that the homeowner caught sight of the 3 individuals attempting a break-in, and her scream frightened them away. This reaction is hardly surprising. The intensity of the scream is reminiscent of a scene from a horror movie. This video was recorded during the nighttime at an apartment complex situated in Toledo, Ohio. In the footage from the doorbell camera, an individual can be seen knocking on the front door while appearing to have a firearm tucked in their waistband. The apartment owner, unfamiliar with the person, proceeded to inquire about their identity. The stranger's response was a simple, "It's me." Despite the homeowner's further probing, the individual merely waved through the front door instead of providing clarification.
Me.
These actions failed to persuade the homeowner to open the door. Consequently, the individual eventually departed, leaving in a disconcerting manner. As this happened, a second individual emerged from a nearby dumpster and followed suit. However, the story doesn't conclude there. The two individuals later circled around to the back door, where they made an attempt to manipulate the lock. The authorities were notified and responded, but by the time they had arrived, the two individuals had vanished. Thankfully, their efforts to breach the door were unsuccessful. The true intentions of the two men remain somewhat ambiguous. The sparsely filled backpack carried by the first person implies a potential robbery plan, although their intentions could extend to more ominous possibilities. Law enforcement has yet to ascertain the identities of these two individuals. In May 2018, a woman left her parked car located just outside her residence unlocked overnight. Unsurprisingly, an individual stumbled upon the unlocked car and proceeded to pilfer several belongings belonging to the woman. A few hours later, the man responsible for the theft was captured by the woman's doorbell camera, attempting to utilize the set of keys he had recently purloined to gain access to the house's front door. This entire sequence of events occurred while the homeowner was at home and asleep. Fortunately, the set of keys that the thief had absconded with did not include a house key. Consequently, the individual simply departed. Had the key set contained a house key, the situation could have potentially taken a drastically different turn. This doorbell footage was recorded in Overland Park, Kansas in March 2017. The video displays an active house fire occurring nearby. The residence of a neighbor, situated just across the street, is entirely consumed by flames. As the fire department arrives on the scene, onlookers can be observed urgently relocating their parked cars away from the endangered house. Eventually, a blazing piece of debris descends and lands amidst a cluster of bushes directly in front of the camera. The bushes swiftly ignite and the fire rapidly extends. Before the situation escalates, an observant neighbor detects the spreading flames. Armed with the garden hose, they strive to extinguish the fire while simultaneously activating the house's doorbell. Regrettably, the homeowner is absent, leading to frantic attempts to convey this information through the doorbell speaker.
Hello, yes, I'm not there. Please put that out for me, please. I'm on my way home.
Your house on fire!
Yeah, I know, I'm on my way.
Hard on the door. But that's somebody talking.
Nobody's in the house right now. Nobody's in the house right now.
Ultimately, the fire department successfully suppresses the house fire, aided by the collaborative efforts of the neighbors, thus averting its propagation to the neighboring residences. Upon returning home from her dog walk, an incident unfolds. Shared by Caters, a video captures another small dog displaying highly aggressive behavior towards hers. Swiftly, the woman safeguards her dog indoors and the small dog's owner hurries over to take control of the situation. As the man walks away, local residents appear to approach him, yet the resolution remains unclear. Fortunately, the confrontation doesn't escalate, and the aggressor dog is soon chased away. This episode, like many others on this compilation, would be incredulous if not for the actual footage. The entirety of this chaotic scene was documented by a Ring doorbell camera. In this video, an unidentified woman was unexpectedly discovered by the homeowner standing outside the front of their residence, appearing to have intentions of taking a shower within the premises.
What are you doing?
Are you okay?
Hey, listen, you can't shower here. You gotta turn the water off and leave, please.
Sorry, we're just using a lot of water. I know.
Yeah, we're not showering here. Please leave.
as evidenced by the personal items she had in her possession. Reacting promptly to this unexpected encounter, the homeowner swiftly ventured outdoors to approach the woman and politely requested that she vacate the premises, emphasizing that she was not welcome to use their facilities for showering.
It keeps coming.
Yeah, you gotta leave, please. You can't shower here.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't know anybody still lived here. Or what.
Yeah, we definitely live here. Please leave.
No more.
Please leave. Thank you.
No,
Don't come back here and do that again, please.
The woman, understanding the homeowner's request, promptly complied and departed from the scene. It appears that we have an individual in Miami, Florida, who has been observed testing doorknobs to see if any doors are left unsecured. This woman has been seen attempting to access properties without permission. It appears that this individual is attempting to tamper with or remove the security camera. This woman appears to have mistaken her location and is currently dancing in front of the wrong house. She is holding a sticker in her hand, which she repeatedly brings closer to the doorbell camera. This man on a bicycle believes he's being sneaky. However, the homeowner quickly spotted him in the act of stealing packages and shouted for him to return them.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Yo, put it back. Better put it back right now.
Despite the homeowner's demand, the man persisted in making his escape on his bicycle but dropped one of the packages in the process. Here's a close-up view of what a rattlesnake appears like in its natural habitat. Notably, the video clip featuring this rattlesnake was shared by the well-known comedian Kathy Griffin, who recorded the snake outside her residence. In the video, Kathy Griffin offers viewers a detailed look at the snake, showcasing its distinctive features and behavior. At 3 o'clock in the morning, a woman approaches a stranger's front door holding a flower and claims to have a surprise flower delivery for the homeowner, who has no prior knowledge of her or the flower.
I got you a bouquet of flowers, and I know it's 2 in the morning, but this is for you, bouquet.
The homeowner suspects that she may have mistaken the address. This is why having a camera masker is essential. Upon spotting the security camera, this individual promptly recognized it and adjusted its position to face away. A black woman rings the doorbell while repeatedly glancing at the camera. What is her purpose or intention? A man is dressed as a UPS delivery driver, but he seems to be involved in cleaning out a residence that does not belong to him. He has broken windows and taken items from the house without permission. In a rather audacious act of automotive theft, a baby blue Mercedes G-Wagon was snatched from the owner's driveway, and this entire daring escapade was inadvertently captured by a Ring camera. It becomes evident that the group of individuals involved in this audacious theft must possess some sophisticated remote hacking tools or devices, as they make the theft look almost effortless. With remarkable ease, they managed to start up the high-end $200,000 car, leaving one to speculate about the extent of their expertise in such illicit activities. Their actions suggest a premeditated and well-coordinated operation, as they hastily make their escape, leaving the bewildered homeowner to grapple with the unsettling aftermath of the stolen luxury vehicle. This woman is currently standing outside a residence that doesn't belong to her, clearly having mistaken it for the correct address. With determination, she approaches the house, hoping to get the attention of the homeowner by knocking on the door. Unfortunately, the homeowner is deep in slumber and remains blissfully unaware of her presence. Had they been awake, they might have considered contacting the authorities.
Hi! Your sticker's in your windshield wiper if you wouldn't answer the door. I told you I was coming by. Love you, bye.
It's becoming increasingly challenging to maintain doormats these days. A peculiar incident occurred when a woman came to the door, rapping on it in search of a response. Upon receiving no answer, she departed, taking the doormat with her as an unexpected souvenir. A Tesla car went out of control and crashed into a house, hitting several parked cars. 3 people had to go to the hospital in an ambulance. From a different view, the driver explained that the gas pedal got stuck and the brakes didn't work. Fortunately, everyone in the accident is fine now and has been allowed to leave the hospital. A thief who was captured on camera made an attempt to steal an empty stroller. However, the homeowner shouted at the thief, causing them to abandon their theft and drop the stroller.
Yo, hey!
This pair, reminiscent of Bonnie and Clyde, seem to be in the process of emptying out someone's residence. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, these individuals made off of a G-Wagon that had been taken from someone's home. Fortunately, the vehicle was located and recovered a few hours later. In Las Vegas, Nevada, it's no longer safe to leave skateboards unattended outside. A person approached the porch and took the skateboard, which held sentimental value for its owner. A lady whose face was hidden quickly went to someone's front doorstep and took a package that belonged to the homeowner. Then she drove away in her car. Meanwhile, in Akron, a stranger approached the door, pretending to have only one arm, and asked to use the phone to call AAA.
Hello? I was seeing if I can, call AAA or... Oh, damn. Okay, well, fuck you too, dude.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Be vigilant and keep an eye out for this individual. A doorbell camera captured footage of a woman stealing from the homeowner's mailbox, and it appears she's had a car ready for a quick getaway. This man believed he was taking someone's delivered package, but in reality, instead of a package, he ended up with a handful of dog poop. A man had an accident and collided with his neighbor's front porch, causing significant damage. He swiftly exited his vehicle and hurried towards his own residence. In response to the commotion, the homeowner ventured outside to assess the situation and find out what had transpired. There are more individuals acting as house cleaners, and it appears they have taken a large flat-screen television. These 2 people have stolen the homeowner's TV and quickly made their way into a waiting car. In this video, you can observe a woman opening her door and being trailed by an unfamiliar person who followed her all the way to her residence. When the stranger attempted to enter her home, her dogs promptly began barking and alerted her to the situation. A group of men was captured on camera stealing items from a residence. According to the homeowners, their house was burglarized during the late afternoon. A man dressed as a bear, pretending to be a bear, was captured on camera. A group of individuals wearing hoodies was recorded on camera while breaking into a residence. They successfully managed to steal the homeowner's safe. A man can be observed walking around and pilfering cameras. This thief was captured on surveillance camera in the act of stealing the homeowner's lawnmower, which was situated on her porch, thereby brazenly committing theft right from her property. This lady appears to be exhibiting signs of being under the influence of a substance as she surreptitiously navigates the homeowner's patio, displaying erratic behavior and even inspecting the mail slot. It is strongly advisable to ensure that your doors are securely locked to safeguard your property. This individual was caught in the act of stealing a package that belonged to the homeowner. Initially, he cautiously surveyed his surroundings to check if anyone had observed him, and subsequently, he swiftly grabbed the package before making a hasty departure. Local porch thieves were captured on camera as they stole the homeowner's aging television set. Interestingly, the homeowner had recently purchased a new TV to replace the old one, with the intention of discarding the older model, which, due to its size, did not fit into the standard trash container. In a resourceful move, the homeowner's grandchildren ingeniously packed the old TV into the box of the new television and left it at the front door, which the thieves had stolen. Exercise vigilance and be on the lookout for this individual who was caught in the act of purloining the homeowner's lawnmower, which had been situated on the porch of the residence. Remain watchful for any suspicious activity involving this person. This gentleman approached both the front and back doors of a residence, ostensibly to sell door screen protectors, but his actions seemed to include intrusive behavior as he appeared to snoop around.
You need to leave. You need to leave.
Why are you doing that? I'm pretty sure. Buy some screen protectors for the front door.
No, thank you. We're good.
Exercise caution regarding this individual who raises suspicion. Notably, he can be identified by driving a Volkswagen vehicle lacking a license plate. A surveillance camera captured a man in the act of deceitfully feigning a friendly knock at the door, only to subsequently engage in theft and pilfering of belongings. This deceptive individual's actions were caught on camera, highlighting the importance of vigilance and home security. This homeowner has been captured on video engaging in the unauthorized removal of the homeowner's Ring camera system. It is imperative to exercise caution and vigilance in light of this person's actions, as their intentions and motivations remain unclear and raise significant concerns. Remain alert and take appropriate precautions to safeguard your property and personal security. A homeless individual was observed in the act of pilfering the homeowner's door camera and attempting to access the door as well. A group of individuals took away a person's Ring camera. The person who owned the camera wishes that life becomes difficult for those who stole it.
In the trash?
No, up here.
No.
A woman witnessed the theft of a Mercedes vehicle. The thief abruptly halted the car and abandoned it by the side of the road.
No.
As this gentleman was settling into his car, an assailant suddenly shattered the vehicle's window and made off with the bag contained inside. The robber swiftly jumped into a waiting getaway car, making a quick escape. Please remain vigilant and keep an eye out for a green Dodge car, as it is associated with this incident. A woman was captured on video attempting to abscond with the homeowner's camera by using a knife to dislodge it from its position. The homeowner has already taken the necessary step of filing a report with the police regarding the incident. These two women took the packages from the homeowner's front doorstep. These packages were meant for her wedding. The homeowner shouted at them using the Ring camera, but they didn't seem to pay any attention and just kept walking away with the packages.
Can you leave the packages alone? Can you please? They're for my wedding. Can you please put the packages back? Be a good person. Sorry, it's so packages for my front lawn.
An unfamiliar and unidentified man casually enters the premises through the front door, prompting an immediate confrontation. When questioned about his presence, he offers the explanation that he has mistakenly arrived at the wrong residence, implying that his entry was unintentional and the result of a navigation error or confusion.
Oh, I think I might have the wrong house. Sorry about that.
This individual was captured on camera making a vigorous and determined effort to forcefully access the door. The homeowner noticed a woman approaching their porch, seemingly wandering about, and observing her making an attempt to open the front door. Fortunately, the door was securely locked. As a result, the woman eventually departed from the premises. An individual who appears to be behaving erratically and unpredictably has been recorded on surveillance footage while standing on someone's porch. In this video footage, he can be observed engage in solitary conversation, displaying behavior that may be considered unusual or unsettling to those who view it.
So, there you go. Scary. I've seen it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a hungry man. Yeah.
This man entered the house but promptly departed upon hearing the homeowner engage in conversation inside. When questioned about his actions, he explained that he had mistakenly believed it to be his own residence.
Excuse me.
Oh, did you go in their house?
Ando buscando mi casa. Pero voy por acá. Gracias.
This incident serves as a reminder of the importance of securing your doors and taking precautions to protect your home. A theft was captured on camera occurring in the space between the homeowner's property wall and that of their neighbor. The thief was seen carrying the neighbor's duffel bag and proceeded to pilfer items from the neighbor's backyard. A man wearing a mask and a hoodie is visible in the footage attempting to forcefully open a door, emphasizing the importance of consistently securing your doors as a precautionary reminder. Two men were attempting to unlawfully enter someone's residence when they were unexpectedly confronted by the homeowner through the doorbell camera.
Hello? Hello?
Oh my God.
Hello? What do you want?
In response, they promptly concealed themselves and made a hasty retreat. An unidentified individual was observed making an unauthorized attempt to forcibly open an office door.
Blood! Hey, blood!
Following this unsuccessful attempt, the person proceeded to move from one door to another, eventually circling around to the area where the back doors were situated. Fortunately, the owner had prudently ensured that all the doors were securely locked, preventing any further unauthorized entry. The woman in question appears to be in a state of disorientation, expressing that she is lost and seeking directions to a specific destination from the homeowner. However, the homeowner is experiencing a sense of unease and suspicion, as if something about the situation doesn't quite align with their expectations or intuition.
I'm sorry. Hi. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm lost. Do you know where the closest doors are?
The closest what?
Doors.
Doors?
Doors.
Down that way.
Okay, which way do I go?
At approximately 10:30 p.m., an individual was observed attempting to gain entry into a residence, but their efforts were thwarted as the doors of the property were securely locked. It is essential to prioritize your safety and exercise caution in light of this incident. A woman was spotted wandering around the side of a house, seemingly attempting to access the backyard. Fortunately, the homeowner has a vigilant dog who is keeping a watchful eye. It appears that the woman may be disoriented, as she has been approaching various driveways and peering into windows. The individual in the video does not reside on this premises and has absolutely no legitimate reason to be on the property, especially during the late hours of the night. The homeowner's voice can be heard as they vehemently demand that the intruder vacate the premises.
Get on my porch! Get off my porch! Get off my porch! Get away from my house! You got no business over here! Get out of here!
A complete stranger made an audacious attempt to open the door, causing a sense of alarm and unease within the homeowner. The homeowner emphatically asserted that they had absolutely no knowledge or familiarity with this individual, further emphasizing the uninvited and unwelcome nature of the stranger's presence. This individual is attempting to access the front door, prompting the homeowner to share the video as a precaution in case they make further attempts at other entrances. It serves as a reminder to all to ensure their doors are securely locked. At 1 a.m., another individual approached a front door, appearing to make an attempt to open it before eventually departing when unsuccessful. This individual appears to bear the characteristics of someone who may be involved in car-related illicit activities. He made an attempt to utilize non-functional keys that seems to be intended for vehicle keys in an effort to gain unauthorized access to the vehicle by trying to insert them in the door lock. During the late hours of the night, an unfamiliar individual rang the doorbell. Initially, he attempted to gain access to the neighboring residence by trying to open their door. Subsequently, he approached our door, claiming to be in search of this house.
Yes, can we help you?
Yes, David. I'm looking for my wife. I'm looking for my wife. I got out of jail recently, and I haven't seen my wife. I don't know where she's at. Clarissa de la Maestra?
I'm not seeing you have around house.
Oh. Okay. You sound like the woman from the Mad TV. My friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, this one.
A stranger knocked on an individual's door and was captured on camera, stating his intention to spend the night at the entrance.
Hello. I don't even have my key in. Ooh, that's perfect. I'll sleep later.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
2 men were observed unlawfully entering an apartment, and surveillance footage captured them departing the premises with the stolen belongings. 2 teenagers attempted to intimidate their way into someone's apartment, but their efforts were thwarted as the entrance gate was securely locked, rendering their endeavor unsuccessful. A suspicious individual wearing a mask made an attempt to open the door, but fortunately, it was secured with a deadbolt, preventing any unauthorized entry. During the evening hours, an individual made an unauthorized attempt to access a sliding door. In response to this incident, a report was promptly filed with the police, who subsequently initiated an investigation in an effort to locate and apprehend the person responsible for the attempted intrusion. This particular person was captured on surveillance camera in the act of attempting to unlawfully gain entrance into a residence. In this alarming footage, she can be observed employing a tool, specifically a piece of steel, in a deliberate effort to forcefully manipulate and pry open the doors, clearly demonstrating her intent to breach the property's security. These 2 goofing off and causing damage appears to be an unexpected event captured on the doorbell camera, adding an unexpected twist. It appears that she might be attempting to decipher the passcode for entry. Is anyone familiar with this woman? The homeowner does not recognize her. As the homeowner steps outside, they engage in a brief conversation with her. It is advisable to remain vigilant and ensure that your doors are securely closed due to the presence of this unfamiliar individual. It appears that LAPD helicopters are actively searching for an individual. The man in question had taken refuge on a resident's front porch, but the police successfully located and apprehended him. Interestingly, it seems that the homeowner is unaware of the unfolding events and is not informed about the situation. We've encountered yet another individual attempting to flee and evade capture. He cautiously peers out to assess whether the surroundings are free of any immediate threats or law enforcement presence. A food delivery driver spots a kitten on a homeowner's porch and, in response, asks a woman accompanying him to approach and take the innocent kitten without permission. The homeowner explicitly informed them that they were not allowed to take the kitten. During the early hours of the morning, an individual with suspicious intent makes an alarming attempt to enter a residence. He endeavors to open the door, only to discover it is securely locked. What's particularly concerning is that he appears to be holding an object resembling a steel bar in his hand. A woman appears to be disoriented and repeatedly rings a doorbell at 2 a.m. In response, the homeowner communicates through the Ring camera, requesting her to cease ringing the doorbell, as there are 2 young boys asleep inside the residence.
Sir, can I help you?
No,
help you? My boys are sleeping in here. Why are you ringing my doorbell?
Well, listen, I'm so sorry. Y'all don't know me. I don't know y'all. Listen, my phone had died, and I was waiting for a lift. I don't even know where I'm at. Like, I just see my
Yeah,
phone.
I've got two little boys sleeping in here. Please stop ringing my doorbell.
I mean, I get it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I just needed to charge my phone.
I'm sorry, I can't help you, and my youngest son is now up. Thank you.
I know. I'm just out here. You got two little boys, and I got a little girl, 1-year-old, at my house.
An individual attempts to grab a package, but fortunately, the homeowner arrives just in the nick of time, causing the would-be thief to depart empty-handed. A woman is observed removing a pair of shoes from someone's porch. It is important to exercise caution when leaving items outside your home. A heavily intoxicated individual was apprehended while vandalizing a private residence. His actions included forcefully kicking the front door and subsequently shattering a window with a rock. Behaving in such a suspicious manner, this man was found lurking around the house. The homeowner confronted him, instructing him to vacate their property.
Hello? Hey man, step away from my eyes. I'm gonna call the cops.
It's advisable to ensure your doors are securely locked, as an individual is seen attempting to cover his face while ringing the doorbell. Caution is warranted, as this behavior could be indicative of a potential break-in. Is anyone familiar with this woman? It's 2:30 a.m. and she is going around tampering with everyone's doorbells. This individual established a campsite within someone's yard, but the homeowner discovered his presence.
Yeah, but I've never been here.
Yo, fucking leave now, man.
A young woman took a package intended for the homeowner's baby. Please remain vigilant for her and her actions. This incident underscores the importance of refraining from leaving keys beneath your doormat, as an unfamiliar man was found at someone's doorstep inspecting underneath the mat. At 5 o'clock in the morning, a woman is going from place to place, fiddling with doorknobs and tapping on people's doors. She attempted to access car doors and was also tapping on windows. This man is peering beneath someone's doormat, and when he doesn't find a key, he becomes agitated. He seizes some sort of decoration and forcibly strikes a vehicle. It's becoming increasingly difficult to leave your car in your driveway these days. You should retrieve your food delivery promptly, or else someone might take it. In this instance, a woman snatches someone else's food delivery and hastily departs with it. Meanwhile, in Erie, law enforcement locates an individual concealed just behind a shed in a residential backyard. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.